buenos días, buenos tardes, y buenos noches, a todos en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today we have a BloodFest Round 1 Dark Carnival being played between Fathers of the Abyss and Pibbles. And I will be accompanied by a co-caster. It is Gaius. How you doing, my friend?
Doing all right, and we're going big with this round one. I think that this is a round one. I seen the rosters we have here, and the fact that this is a round one is pretty scary. Not gonna lie,
So
but
that's my take on it. But let's see what they choose to do. It's going to be on to them, Gaius. And they baited us. We'll wait a little longer, it seems.
oh, Fanny is definitely teasing. Alrighty, here we go. First attack, we see the spitter up on top of the billboard, just hanging around, having a good old time. Coach moving forward, and here we go. We have the attack going on. Morgan and Bull Charger going in. Charger landing for a brief moment. Spitter going out. Oh, I thought it was barely going to even hit Coach, but did get a bit of chip damage off. Forgot to put the spec HUD up. Smoker actually going for a good amount of damage before dying off, and that is over 10% of the bonus gone. All damage is good damage pre-tank, at least in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a good amount of damage. One survivor went down to 78, another one down to 75. Two's still sitting at 100. And just as I was calling it out, they're going to go with the tri-cap with the boom. They had to hold the spitter to make sure that they got it, so I do like the setup. The survivors did slow it down a little bit just to make sure that all the commons are pretty much cleared up so they go into this underpass with no extra infected in the way. So it's going to be a little bit of patience here for a little bit. Tank going to be at 78%, but we'll talk about that after this attack comes up. But the commons are now clear. Choke point is being pushed. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but we'll just say nothing there. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, and Boomer. And here they go, transition out. The Uzis in the back, shotguns in the front. Are they going to send the attack on the Uzis? No, they back up to the underpass. I believe we have a bait timer that we just can't see since we're casting. And let's see if they're going to choose to go. They're waiting. And man, this is a long wait for this attack. Here it goes. Jockey finally comes in. The Charger goes back for the boom guy. He takes it. Hunter covers. One slam comes out. Almost two slams, but the Hunter's cleared very quickly. And another 5% comes out about. That was a long time to see that attack come in, guys, before they went in there. It was almost over a minute and a half without a hit.
Ooh.
It didn't go anywhere, though,
I'm liking the fact that these hits are landing, but not enough for like the damage to stick. I mean, well, three survivors at 75 health is not a bad thing, but oh wait a minute, we got some separation going on here for a brief moment. Who was that? Pemmy getting boomed in the front, and Jockey letting on for a brief moment to slide. But now where they're pushing forward, the spitter I think is going to be saving the next life. I think, what is this going to be? Try with a Hunter or with a Boomer or a Charger?
Pretty sure it's with
I did not pay attention. That should be, yep, it is a try with, it's a Hunter this time. That'll be a Smoker.
Too many commons to push, though. They got to clear this off. They pushed through that. Well, that Boomer landing caused a big delay, but if they would have pushed and spawned the tank, guys, with all that up, could have been disastrous on the run back. So I don't disagree with them slowing it down here for a bit pre-tank. But they don't have to drop.
Most definitely, they needed to.
So I do believe they run back. What do you think? I'm pretty sure that's the right play.
You have to. You can't risk planning attack on the ledge. Charger going in, missing. Hunter landing for a brief moment onto Noite with the spit. That's going to be a good amount of chip. And here we have the tank, and Lycan is in the driver's seat. I want to see if we're going to be getting some hittable fun in here.
It'll be a little bit.
They are on the run back, but wait a minute. Slide is a bit behind. Now he's getting back with the team. With the SI support in the back, we have Smoker, Jockey, and Boomer trying to get a little hit before the tank goes in. Boomer doesn't land anything, and It's
Guitar here.
this is an unorthodox play if I've ever seen one. It's like fighting with the pool instead of going back up top near the billboard. I normally see people do that, but this is kind of a fresh take for me. I will say, I like it.
The one thing it's
Hunter,
doing-
Charger, and Jockey for the next SI support coming up. There, he's waiting on the. Supposed to be waiting on the card, but then gets deleted out of the sky. Jockey moving into the back, trying to go onto Pemi. Charger in the back, miss spawning, I think. There's a good amount of chips, 78, trying to go back. I was surprised none of the other survivors were pre-aiming that, but that's a good amount of chip. 500 chip on the tank thus far. Almost done with first pass. Still waiting on the commit. I don't think. What do you think he wants out of this? What do you think Lycan wants out of this? 'Cause it doesn't seem like he's committing off of. I think he just wants either a boom or some separation, or maybe wanting the horde in general. What do you think he wants out of this?
I definitely want to try cap for his commit. It's just they're trying to see if they control to get this car alarm off him. He's in danger of losing his smoker. And now they're going to start retreating because the tank is in. But Lycan, I don't know how far back Fathers of the Abyss are going to take this. The tank just has to go straight in, no toys. All right, you're taking this one. Take it away, guys, when he goes in.
Oh, he has to go in because he's on second pass. There's about 20% left. Hunter's is waiting in the back, and so is the Charger yet to spawn. Hunter's going in. Charger finally goes in, goes for the charge, misses, but then lands up with Nisha getting hit. Getting punched by the tank. That's 2 punches so far. Can I get another on to Nick? We got some more damage going out. That was a good spread of damage, but not the support wasn't really in a position to kind of get their proper separation. The Charger was prime positioning, but I think the prior damage dealt to it kind of hindered the opportunity, because that would have been, I think, a double charge, which worst case scenario for the Fathers of the Abyss would result in, I believe, Noite was in the way if it would have hit Nisha. Never mind this, with the attacks going out. Single boom landing, Hunter getting deleted down there, Spitter separating two of the survivors with some commons going in. It's not going to be really hindering their progress at face value, but aside from that, it was some great damage, all things considered, with in terms of the tank fight. Wait a minute. Ooh, this is not ideal. Never mind, they actually make it out alive. I thought there was supposed to be some max separation going here, but never mind. Turbo boom going out. Smoker trying to pull, but is not reaching. Never mind, finally gets Pemi. I'ma shut up because this is way too much.
All right, so that will be the tank that gets 24% of damage. And if you've seen what the survivors have done in the last two special infected attacks, they've managed to find additional pills, which means their bonus has gone up since they have taken 2 attacks post-tank. So they are doing a great job at shutting down the SI. They don't have a good last hit. The Hunter fails to find his target, and you know the high tier Left 4 Dead, you don't get it right away, you're going to get skeeted. Jockey gets M2 shut down, Spitter goes on nothing, Boomer gets popped in the back. And that is going to be them walking in with 57.7% bonus. And right when the tank died, that is exactly what they had. So with the extra set of pills, guys, they keep exactly that and take no damage post-tank on the board score-wise. That's what it says.
Ooh.
Shout out to Montex and Infested Soul.
I'm liking the Survivor play from the Abyss Fathers, but I'm interested to see what Pibbles has to offer this time. They had some good setups, but with the health they had pulling them off, it wasn't able to really stick. Let's see what their Survivor play is like.
And if you do know that Fathers of the Abyss did take a lot of damage pre-tank, 20% of their bonus was gone. And in my opinion, on Dark Carnival 1, Gaius, when you're playing Dark Carnival 1 and 2, it should be hard to find damage as infected. Very survivor-sided campaign, so I think they did a good job. I think they just got a little beside themselves post-tank and weren't able to gather their infected together to get damage. See if that carries on to the next chapter. But it is the other side, Survivor side. Let's see him go. Smoker pull in the back. Jockey unable to cover. The Charger grabs the Survivor who was crouch shooting. And that's going to be a charge spit. And that's going to be a big damage coming out from the other side as well. Not quite as much than Fathers of the Abyss took. But still a little bit more than 6% damage coming on. But look at the movement of the Survivors. And because of that, Gaius, I don't think look what they're doing. They're not shooting any of the zombies. This could be disastrous if they get caught up front.
I'm honestly a little concerned about that. That's a very interesting point with the commons traveling behind them. If they don't clear them, this next attack might have some serious repercussions on their health. Who is up first? That is Destiny and Aldo take. Not Destiny and Aldo. That's going to be a attack going out. Charger missing. Hunter landing in the back. So is a double boom up front. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Lycan, with Jockey still alive, landing onto Destiny, and that is even more damage going out onto the Pibbles team. Free tank with almost 30% of bonus gone.
Actually,
this is
it's actually, they lose about 15.6% of the bonus that they lost so far as total bonus. Health is about 70.
I'm paying attention to just health.
Okay. Yeah, they're going down, so we have a... Oh, the Charger gets a spawn, but he misses. Oh, this might be a car alarm. Yeah, this is going to delay. They're going to get another hit before this tank's up. They won't get no damage from that one, but... Okay, maybe we're just going to go spawn the tank anyway.
They're not shooting the commons.
Yeah,
they're not shooting the commons.
I think they just come out here and wait at the ambulance, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They should just shoot the other car alarm now. Get it over with.
They could, but will they?
Nope. They need more of a challenge when the tank spawns. They're going to leave that there.
Attack in the back. Smoker getting cut short. Jockey trying to go onto Destiny. That's going to be a spit landing out. Smoker actually pulling in for not too much damage. That was a nice attempt and a rather interesting play going out for that kind of hit going into, because the commons are approaching the front as that coming from the back. Good idea, but executed and not the best way. Speaking of which, Boomer going out there to double boom on the run back. Oh, this could be bad.
Oh, Fanning fell down. Oh, let's see if the tank's going to come in. He's trying to intercept. The Hunter's going to do everything impossible to delay this. And he gets over. They're in the retreat. The tank looks like he's cutting off. There's commons everywhere. This is going to be the commit for the tank for Fathers of the Abyss. Fanning's going to be his corner. Nobody's shooting him. He gets a punch at 5,800. Second punch at 4,800. Third punch comes out, still over 4K. There goes the end cap. He is at 3,500. He's stuck in the car right now, though. And he hits the car over the fence, so they're not going to be able to use it. The car alarm is no longer active. He's see if he can get coached, but no, he gives him the jukes. No, the he gets caught by the Jockey and freed. The Charger misses the 1v1. The Hunter can get coached. They're shooting the tank. And no, the Rock gets coached. The Hunter now lands. The Rock's going to get coached now. This will be 2 in caps. And this tank should be dead now. And that got chaotic really fast. Oh, the area is dead. He's dead, so they will survive. The question is, what will the bonus be upon pickup? The Smoker's going to delay a little bit. We'll just have to wait a bit, guys, to see how much of this damage evaluation is going to total. Remember, they went into the tank at 83% bonus, and they are going to have maybe in the 40s? Not even. Down to 35.9. Big damage from the tank from Fathers of the Abyss.
I owe you one.
Oh, that went from a minor inconvenience to a major problem with Hunter landing on top. With the spit going on the top, that's going to be Jockey misses the opportunity, but this damage is piling up even post-Hank. Ooh, no, this is not good.
Oh, the good thing.
I will say.
They still got pills though, Geiger. They're fast. That's one thing that's benefit for them. But will they make the drop?
That's my concern. Because
Yeah.
they already got 3 out of the 4. The smoker getting the pull. Oh, he's dead.
Reloading.
Lycan is dead. And
no,
the
he's not.
Charger. Oh, wait, no, he saved him. They saved him.
Or can they save him? Can he do it? No, he can't. He got himself
Oh, no,
killed.
no, 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 no.
Oh, no. The XDs come out from Fathers of the Abyss. He managed to jump back up, but they couldn't get the clears. And they're going to go down a couple hundred after 1. It's going to be a rough start for them for a Pibble.
I believe one of them also had the pills up there. I don't know which one was it that had. I don't know if either Lycan or Fanny had the pills up there, but I know there was more than one survivor up there that had the pills. Boomer dying off, and Spitter soon to follow as they try to move up this cliff with the Comets following them. There goes the Spitter death.
Reloading.
But wow, what an interaction!
I think they're going to make it in with 2. I think they all had to wait for that drop. And they leave their teammate. True statement. They left him for dead.
This is it.
Now they're left for dead for leaving their friends left for dead. And down a couple hundred after 1.
Karma.
Right? You gotta respect
Oh.
Fanning though for climbing back up the hill to get the chance to save his friend. He had the chance, just couldn't pull it off. There's so many
He
comments
came.
up there.
He came, he saw, he tried, and then died. And look at this deficit, 908 to 339.
Yeah, the one thing that is going to be beneficial for the team that's down, though, I guess, is that at least they're going to have a early tank at 31%. They should get 2 quick hits in. Opening attack is just pretty much a retro attack with a spitter accompanied by it. And the question is, do they risk it and just send that hunter in to see if they can get the pound spit to make sure they have 1 good hit before the tank, or do they just try to get what they can here by throwing things in out of order and just let them spawn the tank? That's what it's going to come down to. Either way, this first hit doesn't usually amount to much.
Speaking of which, it already goes in with the hunter dying immediately. No damage actually going on this first hit. You called that, and it immediately happened. This hit won't amount to much, and it amounted to nothing except the boomer assist, which leads to 2% of
Guns here.
2% of the bonus going a little down. But wow, that hunter ski! I want to see that in a clip.
All these signs are making me
Charger going in, going to whiff. Hunter's trying to land. Finally lands onto Noite. Charger does die off, and so does the boomer. This SI play from Pibbles ain't looking too good, but there's more Left 4 Dead to be played. I will say that. Ooh, speaking of Left 4 Dead to be played, we got the tank, and it is Fanny's turn to run. Already trying to go for the hittables, and is going for the dumpster. Makes me wonder if the forklift is on the table.
A good dumpster.
You have
too.
that option, actually.
A good dumpster.
But let's see how this goes.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. The angle I was at, you couldn't tell if it was going to go past or going to go in front of it. But that is actually a good forklift hit right there. It's next to the dumpster.
yeah. I think he's trying. I think he realizes that it's not a Christmas yet. He's trying to decorate the tree with ornaments or hittables. Actually, he's trying to put them in there as far as the forklift and the dumpster, but it doesn't work out. And this calls the fathers to back up. This is dangerous now. Here, guys, they can't be chipping him on the way in like he usually would. I think the tank did a real good job to kind of minimize his chip when he comes in here, but I think the survivors, no matter what, are backing this all the way up to the safe room when he comes in. For sure.
Yep, they might end up having to with these hittables lying around. Speaking of which... Okay, now they have to go back. Never mind. with this. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he landed it all the way over onto in front of the safe house. Oh, the forklift blocking the jockey's way for a brief moment, and that is going to be a dead tank, but not without landing a few punches in the back. That's going to be 3 punches onto Pemi and a down. And a punch on Tanisha. Making a good attempt at a bad situation. I think that was the most that could have gotten, because on the run-in, he was at 1200.
Yeah, I mean, for the sheer fact he had his hittables in place is why he didn't die when they backed on the wall. So that tank did everything right to minimize his damage and opportunity to spread the love. They do drop him down to 64% bonus, only because they find pills. Instead of going with a poo 2, get rid of this hit. This really is hard to get damage with, and it looks like they're going to go for a quad next. But, so, let's see. They were at about, what, 95, 92% bonus on tank. And they go down to about 64% bonus, so it's about 30% damage. Slightly above average Gaius, because usually 25% is usually one in cap that comes out, and that's pretty basic in my opinion. So a little bit up top, but quad incoming. They can end it here, and they need to do so.
We got
down
a
couple
Kitty Land
hundred.
quad.
Can they get it? Let's see.
I'm trademarking that, by the way. Kitty Land quad. That's what we're calling it now. Fire spawned in the back, trying to go in, dies immediately, and the charger gets lasered as well. Oh. As soon as I trademark it,
yeah,
it dies.
That's some not good communication on the attempt there. Everything kind of just went one at a time. And when you're going for the quad, you want to make sure you're very in sync. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have even mind if they waited to this hit right here for it. That's a long time to wait, but theirs is hard to land. And now they got a 2-2 to the top of the ladder hit. And the boomer just goes in now. They should full send with that, and they don't. I think they should be going here. This is a big miss. Okay, they go now. They got to survive. And the charger lands. He's swimming in the spit. 2 slams come out. And that's amazing damage. And they double up with a 20% there, Gaius. And pills are still being popped. It's going to be even more damage. That's more than the tank was. Almost. Not quite, but almost.
That's some interesting. That's some interesting turn of events right there. They got a quad and they went one at a time, but a 2-2. Watch out! Like, speaking of watching out, Hunter spawned up top. Jockey Boomer waiting to go in. Jockey trying to go in for a pull, for a ride actually. Smoker missed the pull and tries to pull slide in the back, but does not end up landing or get shoved for the last second. And now we have the Lil Peanut Rockets merry-go-round. No more pills, but everybody's fast, so there's no need to worry about that. But they do have to worry about this 2-2 going towards the... I think they just skipped the alarm, but a Charger's going in, trying to skip the survivors. That ends up dying for their troubles. Hunter landing on Pemi up front, and a double boom going out. This is some pretty good damage, all things considered, with 30% bonus going into the safe room. It is a considerable amount of points being going into the safe room, but a lot of that damage came around. Half of that damage came from the tank, and the other half came from the 2-2 at the ladder, which I thought was actually going to be a baiting game, because with the Charger up top, you have to essentially, well, for what I'm used to seeing, you'd have to wait for one of the teams to give, and then either one of them kills the Charger or one of them gets taken off by it. That's what I'm normally accustomed to seeing, but this time was just a whole fustercluck of events.
Best pyrotechnics in the business.
Now
This hit's not amounting to much either from what you told me before.
Alright, let's see how they take the opening hit. Look at the distraction from the smoker works out, but it's just going to cause this back order to be not in the proper way I think they wanted, and they end up taking just a little bit more than 1% damage. Not bad at all coming out from Pibbles. Good showing so far, but pushing out. Next attack will come up after they grab some guns. But it's going to be a tri-cap with Boom.
That squeaking is
And
driving the
I
zombies crazy.
think there's gonna be no hunter if I saw. Yep, that's what it's gonna be.
Oh,
Jockey
Cotton
Smoker
candy.
Charger. Oh, it's a quad,
Wise
guys.
Pharaoh
Man, I'm not.
fruit.
I completely messed
Or
that
the
up.
top true pyramid, passing judgment on all
Oh,
the
no. One
He's a hunter.
dive charger lands for a brief moment.
Ammo
That
up
was great shutdown coming out from Pibbles. But we have a slide tank coming up.
I don't know if you
I
noticed there.
am
If you noticed
interested.
during that quad attempt there, that the survivors were common locked. 2 of them had commons on them, so they're very, very fortunate that that skeet got out on the hunter. I think if that hunter lands, the damage output would have been much greater. So whoever got that skeet, hats off to his team. And right now, look at Pibbles trying to hurry up and get over to this tank. Oh my goodness! It almost bank shots it. Sorry, the banks are closed Sunday. You can't come today, they say. And he's gonna go over and get his forklift. That was so close, guys. So close.
I was scared for him. I was scared for Lycan.
All right,
But we got some more toys coming around. Slide is trying to slide those things in. And for the SI support, we have a Hunter, Jockey, and Smoker. Hunter, the only one spawning, and is pulling a Superman Soldier Boy. That hoe. Oh, where are we going with this? They don't have to. They don't have to be that far back towards the safe room. They're just giving him more opportunities to. Well, they don't really have to chip him too much. They're still trying to get it off. Oh, dumpster going in. And okay, never mind. I was about to say, unlike before, they didn't have to worry about the hittables being closer to the safe room. But with this, Slide's worrying too much about those hittables and getting chipped for it. I don't think he should worry about it anymore. Second pass with 4,000 HP left. You should go in. Forget the hittable. Just go. And now going in for the commit with the SI support in the back. 2,800 points health left. Getting the corner onto Aldo. Missing the punch onto Aldo, but then shifts over to Lycan. That was not ideal. The focusing on the forklift kind of costed Slide that tank. And now they're walking out with 83%.
Weapons
and
here.
so much opportunity, and see if they can take advantage of it. That tank does less than 15% total damage to Pibbles. Let's see if they can take advantage of what was given to them. The charger gets melted. Jockey spawns a little late. They're not so synced up here. They're also going to sack it to a quad. Coach is going to stay up there. It takes a little spit damage from jumping, but nonetheless, they should be able to push forward. And now let's see how well Pibbles could take this quad, Gaius, because the other side destroyed it, pretty much melted it. But then suffered a big 20% damage from a 2-2. See what happens on the other side when they're ready.
Cut that shit out.
Reloading.
We have
Second pistol.
oh, it's a quad again. It is a quad again.
Shit, guys.
Kittyland quad, Smoker getting a pull. They're all in tune now, and that's it. That is. Oh, wait a minute, no. The smoker tongue got cut.
You do that again.
20 more percent damage. They got more damage with that hit than the tank, guys.
Oh boy.
Look out.
They took the 20% from the quad, not the 2-2. That's the only difference that we see. And now they're gonna get the 2-2 to hit at the exact same spot. Let's see what happens when they go here. They try to push inside. I don't think they're gonna be able to get the boom. Nope, they're gonna be able to get inside quicker. The charger eats the charge though. The spitter comes in. Does he get the spit? No, he does not. So it's just the charger damage, but it's still tallying up a lot. They walk through the spit, take more damage. And that hit actually ends up doing almost 10% more. I think Pibbles are getting a little sloppy now, Gaius. Getting sloppy.
I was wondering how long this would last on the side of Pibbles,
Reloading.
but
Reloading.
I guess we're starting to see them crack a little bit. But this is more bonus they have walking into the merry-go-round than the Abyss Fathers had.
And looked like could be a tie game now is only going to be breaking into Delta by the most at 200. I don't even know if we're going to get that. And you can see the difference now. It's less than that. It's 190. And here comes the attack on the back ones. They get Rochelle. The smoker covers. The hunter grabs the target while Jockey's swimming in the spit. Rochelle's going down. Damage bonus is melted. And this is going to be another round win for Fathers of the Abyss.
Wow. This fell apart very quickly. Still more bonus than last. I believe it was like, what, 235 or something? Maybe 335? If they can keep this up, they're definitely going to be walking in with more points than they did that round. But I don't think it's going to be... It's still going to be a deficit, but it's not going to be as much as it would if they gotten that wipe. If they had missed that wipe opportunity earlier. We have 2-2 Charger Hunter this time. Hunter trying to land, Charger missing. And along, Hunter finally lands with a quad boom and a spit going out onto Fanny. This is second down for Fanny going into the safe room. This is not good, and no one's picking up Fanny.
Yeah,
Destiny's the only one with health bonus.
There's doesn't seem to be any real communication when the survivors on Team Pibbles get boomed on. It looks like they're just all over the place, which is kind of difficult to keep her cool. But they're going to go here with a Jockey and a Smoker, 2-2. Jockey finds the target the Smoker was getting, and they get the in-cap damage bonus down more. And it looks like they're going to take actually a lot more of a lead at this rate here, guys. Yeah, for sure. They're going to win this by a couple hundred now. Like 2.
I mean, they walked into the safe room, they made sure that Fanny goes in first. But with how much they initially had and how much they ended with, you can hardly tell the difference. Yes.
All right, into Chapter 3. Pretty good delta for Fathers of the Abyss right now. Let's see where this tank is going to spawn to see how difficult it'll be.
Definitely will. I am receiving a phone call. One moment.
No problem. Take it over for now. 33% of the way through the map. That's going to be beneficial for the down team, Pibbles. But man, Pibbles is down about 800 points. A little bit less, it would seem. And it is not a chapter you want to be down on.
So, Coach was on the football team. What were you on, Nick? Debate team?
It is hard to make up points on Dark Carnival 3. Probably the most difficult chapter of the campaign. Next to the finale. Then, of course, Chapter 4. Probably the easiest chapter, I would say, would be 1, 2, 4... I don't know, probably 3 and then 5. Only because the finale has 2 tanks. Tanks are the most difficult, but their first one is pretty much guaranteed a hittable in play. So that is one to worry about. And with some of the additions to Zone Mod on the finale, there is the addition extra hittables. There's 2 dumpsters and the forklift. And if you would try to go get the forklift into play, it'd be pretty standard for the survivors to push out. Of course, their clearing commons ability will be tested. They need to clear it quickly, but here we go live. Opening attack will be a Jockey Hunter, Charger, and the Spitter. Now, this attack is probably going to go in around the first turn. Hitting early with this probably just isn't the most advantageous, and that's exactly what they're going to do, guys. They're going to back off as they see you're back with us. And we'll see the hit around the first turn. Let's wait for them to clear out the commons.
And that task is being left up to Pemmy right now. Pemmy, who is, from what I've seen, the IGL of this, on this side of the Abyss Fathers. We have the bait timer coming out now, which which does raise a few eyebrows. Never mind, it's gone. It was an enigma. Don't even worry about it. Tri-cap with a spitter for the first hit, and with these in close corners, that's something you'd want.
I hear one of those little things.
Ooh, here we go now. Charger going in, Charger missing, along with everything else. Yeesh.
Yeah, all the infected lose their 1v1s, and the Charger got tag team. So unfortunately, when it happens, that's what it looks like. Good shutdown by Fathers of the Abyss. Rough for Pibbles. who needs a lot of points to bounce this comeback. And they get into the Swan Room, and they should be able to get it. No, it doesn't look like they're in a rush to do so. Actually, Slide looks like he wants to spawn the tank, but they're going to go in quick in the back. Oh, the pole spit gets a pretty good amount of damage on Anisha, down to 84. And Pimmy is also down to 92. Other two are perfect 100. And here is tank 3 for Pibbles into the hands of Aldo. And he has some work cut out for them, or him. He just shouldn't go for Slide or Nodi, in my opinion here, guys. Those are the two survivors not to go for. You want to get in capped as quick as possible, so the other two are better. 4 punches.
That's what I was about to raise the question. I believe Nisha would be 4
Oh!
punches if this helped. Ooh, Charger going in. Charger missing along with the Boomer. But as I was saying, I think Nisha would be, what, about 4 punches instead? I'm
Yeah.
not sure if this helps.
Yeah, Slide. Yeah, if you want, they need to be 96 or lower to be below this 5-punch range. So you only get 100, 99, 98, and 97. Not real forgiving, but all right. Aldo is in. He fails his jump. He's got to climb the ladder. That'll cost him. He's already down under half. He calls the go-go. He's down to 1200 HP. He finally catches Nick at 1100. He misses. Oh, it was almost a tri-cap. There. Oh, what? Oh, that was so close. He gets a rock, but this is going to be a dead Aldo after one more punch. He is deceased. And that is such a great take. And oh my gosh, guys, if that smoker tongue didn't get caught on that railing, that would have been a tri-cap. So close. But yet, so far, as the score keeps going up.
I think the movement kind of tightened up the threat of the tank at that point, walking in to finally get a punch out. Charger's going in, going to miss. So is the Hunter. Spitter is going to separate Noite from the rest of the group, and another hit going down in flames. Pre-coaster. And a good amount of bonus left before they reach the safe room as well. Great take on the tank, and 2-2 with Jockey and Smoker going up towards the coaster. It makes you wonder if they want to take this hit going into it. Never mind. Boomer going out, Signal Boom going on to Noite, and Jockey and Smoker are waiting. I think they wanted to hold off on this. It makes you wonder. I don't think it's going to be Charger Hunter.
Yeah.
Hey, question. Eyebrows are raising right now.
It should be, because it was a Boomer and Spitter stack, so we should see a quad at the coaster. And they need to land it badly here, guys. This quad needs to land for them. They need this to be able to get back into it. The Jockey is already up, Smoker looking ready to go. And now baiting. Now the baiting comes. Oh, they're going to go get the Smoker, guys. Look at this.
Oh, that is actually a good idea. Charger missing! And Hunter way too far away to actually land. That was a rather missed opportunity coming out from Pibbles.
Yeah.
So far, the Abyss Fathers are taking this game by storm. Hunter waiting for the right opportunity to strike. Spitter, Jockey, support. Double Boom going out, Spitter separating the rest of the team. Jockey going in, trying to grab one of the survivors and gets shut down in the process. This is dreadful for Pibbles.
Yeah, Pibbles is looking. Oh, look at the comments surfing on top of Ellis's head. What the heck? Did you see that? He he was just chilling on his head for like the whole turn of that coaster right there. That was funny. But now
the concert's 2 chapters away. We won't even get it. We might not even get it.
Ellis is wearing Commons as a hat apparently, but now they're gonna come out with a Charger Hunter Smoker Spitter for the final hit of this choke point. And man, do they need something. This is a very high. One of the highest scores I think I've ever seen on Dark Carnival 3. 64% is a lot to have. They're going to go after the survivor in the front. They'll get the reset from the Smoker. Oh, and they'll get some damage. Dip it down quite a bit. And missed that there was a survivor hit in the back. I completely missed that. Nick losing quite a bit. And that goes from 850 down to 626. I had to say something because all the bonus just went away.
Oh, I was paying attention to. I saw the reset for slide, but what I was also paying attention to was Noite in the back getting pinned by a hunter, and Nisha taking a little bit, which ended up resulting in the split lying down. Smoker getting popped in the back. Jockey's the only one. Jockey and Charger the only one left. Charger trying to go in, gets destroyed. Jockey also trying to make a last-ditch effort, and that is going to be save us a 1,200-point chapter from the coaster. And yikes!
Big bucks. 2936, 1204 chapter. 2936, of course, is the campaign score. And they managed to put up more points in this chapter so far than Pibbles have put up in 2, with only 987. And look at this fast ready-ups. The question is, what are they going to do with the opening hit? Wait for the turn, or just go right away? And they're undecided, it seems. And yeah, they're just going to yield the front part, which I completely agree with here, Caius. When you have this setup, this is the best you have. Just hit it the first turn. It's just the easiest to land, in my opinion. Anything else, you full send. That's just my personal opinion.
Reload.
This is a slow wait. This part you have to really wait through and just clear the commons. With a bait timer, you don't really need to worry about the bait timer. All you just really need to do is inch forward and just clear commons as you roll. Speaking of which, Jockey going in, Charger going in, also missing. Spitter going out, going to be separating the group, when also going to be separated. No! A missed opportunity to pull further. I don't think they wanted the points, but with the landslide this is, I don't think you really need to be worrying about keeping the points. You just keep them from each other.
Reloading.
I want to see if there's any pills lying in the back, if they can, when it comes to this tank. I don't think they really need to worry about that. I'm not familiar with where they spawn unless they land my Thunder Lion. Spit landing onto one of the survivors. Smoker going out for a brief moment, hanging in the corner. And the only one that's waiting is a Boomer, which I think they're going to be saving for when the tank comes up. Speaking of which, it is going to be Nisha in the driver's seat this time with a tight-knit factory
In the
room.
maintenance room.
Tank. And Charger going in, whiffing. I think this was supposed to be a throwaway hit. I was about to say they're gonna be keeping the Boomer for the commit, but in the end it just gets popped in the process. Commons in the back, two of them being focused on, well, three of them being focused on the door. One's going to be focusing on the commons in the back, whether they think it should be split. The support is coming up. Jockey, Hunter, and Smoker. Tri-cap for the commit if they go for it. From the looks of things, Fanny and Aldor in the punch range. With the commit coming in, we have the Smoker in the front. Jockey getting the pull. That's going to be a corner onto Lycan. And Hunter is in the back waiting to get onto somebody. 1,700 points left for the tank. Swinging back to rocks, and this is actually prime positioning because he can just keep throwing rocks, and if they try to go reach for it, they either get hit by the rock or get hit by Nisha himself. Speaking of which, Aldo is calling his bluff and gets punched for it. I think you have an opportunity to wait. No, Fanny getting hit in the back with a Charger. There's going to be another down. This is going very bad, and a single boom going out. I think this is it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, guys. I think you're right. This Charger's gonna get it.
Clearing. They're not clearing Fanny. Fanny's going to die, and I think this is going to be Smoker getting the pull, and yep, that is it. That is the chapter.
And that, you know what that means, right, guys? That means Father of the Abyss, their 1 chapter 3 of 1204 is more than the other team got in 3 chapters.
says a lot.
Sometimes that's just how it is. It's very common whenever we see a new tournament, Gaius. When a new cup comes in, of course, all the teams get reset. The brackets get chopped down a little bit. Some newer teams come in who watch some of the casts, want to try to put their 2 cents in to see what they can do. And even if you lose some of these matches, it's still great experience and a learning experience as well. So Pibbles
That's what I
by
was
no
about to
means
say.
is a bad team. They're starting to move up their way of the ranks. And I think they should take this as just a learning experience, and they should definitely get better. And who knows? What do you think here, guys? They could be like in the next couple months, be the next Penguins of Madagascar, Labskirite, even Agatsky, who made it into the top 5 within like 2 years. Very impressive.
This all culminates into a story of a team that made a very big killing. Well, what I think is, you said it before, they're not inherently a bad team. It just becomes a learning experience. It all just culminates into the makings of a good team. They have their ups and downs. Speaking of ups and downs, Boomer gets pop Hunter goes in to try and get some damage, gets seeded, and no damage actually going out. Not a single point. If they want, they can hit the gong if they want to.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Is there a melee weapon around here? Yes, there is. A crowbar. Someone hit it, please. Someone hit it, please.
Yeah, they can hit it, but I'm pretty confident it doesn't work in zone mod. I think it's actually disabled just to stop the trolling from going on. So I think that's the reason why it might not be. A lot of things are changed for that reason, but here is the final tank of the game for Pibbles into the hands of Destiny. And he has a date with Destiny here. He needs to kill the team that is trying to blow them out. I don't know if they're going to be able to make a comeback, but they need a massive tank here. And let him get his dumpsters on top. And he has his tri-cap, and I think they hold their spawns for this. I think he's happy. The just question is, Gaius, does he go in and get some bumper cars, or just the dumpsters?
Well, one dumpster is in decent position, and from the way I see it, if they don't make a comeback, they make a statement. And if they get the wipe here, that is the statement. Speaking of which, the dumpster is in great positioning, actually, and they can push into 2 survivors being pushed into the bumper car area. Speaking of which, that's going to be a smoker in the back. That's going to be a down onto Nisha. I think that might be a kill if Destiny goes for it. That is a kill immediately. Oh, one bumper car is immediately out there. Can I get another? Give me another one, Destiny. Don't go out saying. Jockey going out, getting the kill. Smoker trying to get a pull. Dumpster going down onto Noite. 772 left. I think that's not going to be a kill. That's definitely going to be a kill. Wait a minute. Here we go. Oh, double punch. Oh, Destiny tried to go crowd surfing. Everybody tried to surf on Elsa's head. What is on that baseball cap that warrants this? Single boom going out. And that was a pretty good statement right there. Nice work pulling, well, that's half the statement. We still have the survivor half of from the Pibbles team. But
Watch out!
that was the funniest tank fight I've seen in a while.
And Destiny proving that he had at least one survivor able to be killed off, so he pulled that off. And they can't go here. It's a quad try. Are they going to go in anyways? Hunter lands but gets cleared. The Charger lands. Smoker. Nope, doesn't win. Only the Charger wins. All the other 3 SI get shut down. And the Hunter was just a little premature there, making the quad pretty ineffective. And it looks like Fathers of the Abyss will at least make it over to this event button before they'll have to take another quad attempt with a 2-2 incoming. And I do believe it's going to be a Hunter and Charger 2-2. See if I'm right. So far 3. Nope, Smoker. Almost got it right, guys. Almost.
It's kind of a mix-up based on what dies first. Smoker getting a pull. Oh, that almost was dangerous. Noite almost being pulled far into the back. Unable to be saved. Double boom going out. And for the rest of this, I think is, I would say the victory lap, but I think the victory lap was the previous chapter. but I think this is just more of a opportunity for Pibbles' team to kind of break down what was happening. They had a great opportunity put in front of them for the most part when it came to see the Charger and Hunter going in, Charger getting deleted, Hunter also getting deleted, Smoker getting a pull on the back, Jockey dying up front, and like I was saying before, this is a pretty good learning experience. They saw how they were playing in the maintenance room when it came to their special infected half. They saw the way they were able to separate Nisha in the back and get the punches off. Double boom going out. By the way, Hunter trying to go, getting deleted as well. Spitter going up to lock down the one side of the safe room. Charger's the only one that's going to be up front and is ready to go. Gets a single charge onto the slide. But the tangent continues, I guess. With how they were playing in the maintenance room, they were able to separate one survivor and keep them on the ledge, which kind of put the survivors at the tank's mercy. We saw one survivor reach for it, and it's called the bluff, and they got punished for it very badly. And that's when everything fell apart.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they were able to kill off a survivor as far as Pibbles. They did a good job on that. So Destiny shined, almost got 2 kills, but it's very impressive to see Fathers of the Abyss trudge it all the way through the chapter with 3 and make it into the safe room, solidifying a 3,447 chapter score. Almost making every single safe room, not quite. But they do make it, and I think that should put it 100% out of reach, even with a perfect chapter score of 1,600 points. Won't be enough. So it's just a matter of time before this ends. Opening attack 200 Jockey, waiting for Naisha to ready up. But still, not a bad job by Pibbles. They were also in the final 8 bracket of the Blazing Cup as well, so they're starting to make their way up, like as I was saying earlier, Gaia. So they made a playoff bracket once, and let's see how far they can get in here. But it looks like Fathers of the Abyss tripped them up a little bit to see if they can make that happen this time around.
Ooh, we got more. There's definitely going to be more Left 4 Dead being played. This will not be the only match we get to see within the coming weeks. And speaking of which, Noite is going to be the final tank of the game. Hunter getting deleted. Boomer not getting anything. The Spitter separating the rest of the survivors and being the only bit of damage we get to see until the inevitable tank that's going to be up in a minute, which I think Fanny is going to try and spawn. And with trying to clear the commons, it's a good opportunity for them to do right now. And speaking of which, this is going to be Noite, the final tank of the game. I don't think we're going to be seeing a finale, so there's no point in even asking. And that dumpster going flying in the corner. Can we get another one, Noite, for our troubles? And yes, not too far away from it. And the other one.
That was close. And you know, I really think he wants to decorate the trees. He's been trying to do that a lot here as far as Fathers of the Abyss. But he wants bumper cars. They're flying out. Here comes one. So far they're not in. Oh, none of them are out actually. He's got to get out of there. He abandons it. He's already down to half his HP. The Smoker and Hunter have the same idea. The Charger is just going to die. Takes this tank's target. And actually, Pibbles are probably going to take this with only 1 in cap. Maybe not even that. Oh, he does eat the dumpster, and he should be dead off here. There's no way he gets this grind, does he? Oh, nope. He is dead. And actually a really good take by Pibbles, Gaius, but too little too late, though. 2 tanks they have killed and had 80% bonus. They just can't hold on to it till they get to the safe room, though. That's the problem.
Well, that's a problem. Hopefully we get to see them fix for the last chapter of this game. Already confirmed. We already know how this will end in terms of points, but let's see them go out on a high note. I want to see Pibbles make this safe room. Spitter just separating them for a brief moment. This is going to be. Is this a quad? I think this might be a quad. We got a charger coming up, and there's a smoker. Now would be the time, because I remember Boomer did die. I think this is going to be a quad.
I'm a reload.
There it is.
Through this building.
It can't go here though.
Smoker in the back. Jockey way too far away. Oh no, did I crash?
Oh, well, either way, the quad was unsuccessful. They rushed it as they went inside, and you know what happens when you rush inside something, all the guns point at one side and just hold down M1 and it dies, and that's pretty much what happened. Quad thwarted. About 3/4 of the bonus, actually more than 3/4 of the bonus remains
We can get a
on the
closer
survivor
look.
team. Are you still with us, guys, or did you crash? I can't see.
Yeah, it crashed.
Okay, okay.
It's super dead.
All right, well, I'll keep at it now. The Hunter looks like he wants to get a spawn up towards the front. Charger is not ready yet. It's going to be a 2-2 because the quad was unsuccessful. The Hunter lands. Oh, the Charger tried to be a hero. He mistimed it. That would have been good. I don't know if I've ever seen that. He charged from one rooftop to the other and makes the charge landing, but not the survivor. It would have stumbled him in the spit if it was probably a millisecond later. So it was quite an entertaining hit to see. But that is that, and they'll still hold on to over 70% of the bonus right now. So Pibbles is flexing a little bit here after the first 3 chapters. And then looks like Naisha is asking if they're going to call I think it's something about the finale, but we don't know yet. But here we go. Charger comes in after the smoker pull. Is another quad. And they land a rolling tri-cap. This damage is going to keep tallying up. And that is their biggest damage hit of the chapter. That gets a survivor yellow, a survivor red. Pills are being popped. Bonus is dropping dramatically from the upper 700s to the upper 500s. And now they're making the final stretch down the alley. One more turn to make, but spawns will be amiss waiting for them. The question is, where are they going to come from? One from the front, one from the back. Spinners in the front. Boomer's now up. It's going to be a 2-2. Boomer lands. Charger tries to get, they block the spawns up front, but Lycan's all alone. Oh no, they give it up. The Charger lands in the front. He gets the slam. They lose another 100 bonus, but it looks like they're gonna walk it in with a pretty impressive Chapter 4 score. So let's see. 3,000, and no, it's gonna be GG, and that will be it. Fathers of the Abyss getting the victory over Pibbles. 3,447 to 2,109. GG, guys. GG.